Hi everyone, I'm doing, this is just a really random chatty makeup video. I am doing a little test. This is an actual Instagram TV video. Doesn't make any sense. But I thought that I would also, because a few of you said that you don't go on Instagram TV, record it for YouTube so that you could have a look. So here it is. I'm just doing a little test really. It's a bonus. I might not keep this up. I might take it down afterwards once I've seen what the uptake is, but I'm just wondering how many people watch both platforms and whether it crosses over. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see everything, and if you're watching this on Instagram TV, it will be like this. So it's just a little bit of an experiment. But I'm going to go back to the start, and it's not a makeup look really. I'm just messing around with different things. So let me know what you think, and in the comments it would help me if you can tell me whether you watch stuff on Instagram TV, whether you prefer it on there or you prefer it on here. Just give me some info. All right, that would be really helpful. Thank you. This is going to be well rambly, this video. Also, I've started doing my makeup the wrong way round because I'm just putting a bit of eyeshadow on. And I haven't even really done my base yet. So I'm going to use one foundation, which is this, and I've been meaning to review this for ages. It's the Everlasting Youth Fluid from Clinique, which kind of sounds like something from a Disney film. Anyway, the few times that I've worn this, it's been so nice. I need a brush. Really sort of fresh and dewy and lovely. I'm assuming the shade that I'm wearing is 110. Because you can't really miss that shade number on the front of the box. And it's just very slightly warmer than my natural skin tone. Do you know something that I've realised that I do, which is really bad, and you would think it would be the opposite of what I actually do, but I am forever wearing the wrong colour foundation, and that's because people send them for me to try, and they don't necessarily always get my shade right. And because I want to try it and see how it wears and applies and stuff like that, I just plough on ahead, and as long as it's not too ridiculously different, I just wear it anyway. And I am forever going outside or getting in my car, looking in the mirror and thinking, that's completely the wrong colour for me. And so this is 110. To cut a long story short, and don't you think that's beautiful? Now I have to say, not in a boastful way, but my skin has been really good lately, despite the fact that I've been basically living on full fat Coca-Cola and pies. But it's really sort of glowing and good. I've got it back on an even keel after that little blip that you always get when it starts to get colder. And I don't have any red patches. I don't have any kind of fallout, whatever that is. Don't know, I've just made up that term. And I have been using retinol every other night, which is my normal kind of routine, really. But I'd stopped doing that because my skin was getting a bit sore last month. So I cut back on it a little bit, and now I'm back. That's the foundation, and it wears really well, but it looks really natural, really dewy, I think, and it doesn't set fast, so it's nice if you have slightly drier skin. I'm just going to prep my lips, which I very rarely do, but I've become slightly addicted to this stuff, which is the Lanolips Lemonade Scrubber Balm, but Lanolips is normally in tubes. They've bought out these little sticks, and actually I wouldn't normally bother with a lip scrub, but my lips have been so dry that I have been using this, and I'm about to do a badass red lip. Am I? Probably not. So scrub-a-dub-dub, and oh, it's made my lips rather pink. And I wanted to put this on, the Bare Minerals Endless Summer Bronzer. This one's in Warmth, because I keep using the Invisible Tan one, and then when I go to link to it, it doesn't seem to be so readily available places. So I'm wondering whether they are, don't quote me on this because I'm completely just making it up in a really unresearched way, and they're probably going to have conniptions at me. But it doesn't look like it's as widely available, so maybe they're discontinuing it. Maybe they're not, I don't know. But I love the bloody stuff. And so I'm just practicing with this one this week, just in case they do discontinue it. And it's nice. I don't find it as, I've got far too much on, and it's probably not the right shade, is it? It's a bit orange for me. It's nice. I like the Invisible Tan better. Invisible Bronze or whatever it's called, because it's just more invisible. However, that has made me look like I've been on holiday for a couple of weeks, so we can't go too far wrong with that, can we? Shall I put a bit down my neck? Here we go. Beautiful, mate. Oh, and I did want to mention this little blusher. I know that I've used this in a video before. It's a Topshop blusher, matte powder blush in Game Changer. And I have been using loads of powder blushes recently. I've mostly been using my Bobbi Brown Fresh Melon, which is a cream blush, which I'll show you. But I've also been trying out loads of powder blushes. And so many of them don't have good payoff, which is really annoying because you go at it again and again and again with your brush, and then nothing comes off, and then you look and you're just pink all over. So that's not very good. And so I've been testing loads, even really expensive ones, and I think that this is one of the best that I've used, the Topshop in Game Changer. I don't have the appropriate brush, but I use this one, which is my old Saku brush. And look, instant payoff. And it's really quite lovely and pretty and pink. I just dab that there in the wrong place. But I do like the Fresh Melon because the Fresh Melon is just very fresh and creamy and gives a slightly different effect. I watched, probably going to cut this out because I won't have time to actually discuss everything that I want to discuss about this particular subject. But last night I watched the first episode of Gold Digger on BBC One. I don't actually know whether it's BBC One, it was just on iPlayer. I just assume things are BBC One. And I don't know what to think of it. It stars Julia Ormond. And she is 60 and she falls in love or gets seduced by this guy who looks like he's about 21. And I found it all very, very cringy. Not because of the age gap, just because he was so creepy and she didn't notice or pick up on it. I really felt like if somebody came up to you in a museum and did what he did, and then said, "Oh, we're on our first date," when you'd just gone for a glass of wine, and then touched their little finger onto your finger like he did, I would just think they were a psycho, quite frankly. And also my other problem with it is the same problem that I have with many, many films and TV programmes, which is that, you know when they wake up in the morning and then they turn to the other person and they kiss them? Imagine what the breath would be like. Also, they'd been heavily drinking the night before, so they would have proper hungover breath, which is even worse than normal morning breath. It would have been foul. And they do it all the time. They do it in films. They go in for the full kiss, tongues, faces glued together, and it just, I find it, I can't watch. Not because I'm sexually repressed, just because the whole breath thing really, oh God, I mean, I just think there would have to be some, I don't know what kind of level of sexual attraction would overcome that for me. I couldn't even morning breath Tom Hardy. I have gone back to glossier, oh God's sake. I have gone back to glossier boy brow this week because it's just so waxy. It gives me these big feathery brows and I'm in the mood for that. I highly, highly recommend this. I feel like the Benefit Gimme Brow is slightly easier to use, slightly more foolproof, but this one I just think gives more instant brow. If you've tried both, let me know what you think and whether you agree with that statement, but I think I'm right. Should we try a Chanel holiday lip? La 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 la. Oh, that's too dark for me. That's more of a burgundy. Let's take a little look at this. This is Rouge Spectaculaire from the Chanel Christmas collection. This is why I don't wear red lipstick. It's taken me about 40 minutes to do that. And it's still wonky. Oh, I'm going to go now. That's really irritated me. It's good though, isn't it, a red lip? I feel like a different person. Right, that's it for now. I'll list all of the things I've been talking about underneath, and I'll see you next time.